How's it going, everyone? And something just happened that I saw on Twitter that has kind of got me excited and a little upset right now. So in case you're unaware, the New York Rangers just posted on their Twitter that Vitaly Kravtsov and Jake Leschyshyn are scratched for tonight's game for roster management reasons. And I think we all know what that means. So earlier today, I had seen a video by Lego Rocks 99, and he was talking about how the possibility of a New York Rangers trade involving Patrick Kane could still be a possibility, and that Elliot Friedman had talked about it and said that Vitaly Kravtsov is probably the guy that's going to be coming back to Chicago, but they need at least another contract coming back to Chicago in order to make the cap hit work, assuming that two teams are retaining 50% of Patrick Kane's salary, which I believe would take his contract or his cap hit down to a $2.625 million cap hit for the rest of this season, which should be able to, keep the Rangers just below the contract, or like the cap hit, or the cap ceiling rather. And in that video, I had commented saying that in terms of an actual trade that could happen, because Kane has played his way into making a trade possible for himself, I think that, or at least I thought that the New York Rangers would send Chicago Jake Leschyshyn, Vitaly Kravtsov, whatever is the lower draft pick, so whatever draft pick St. Louis doesn't get in 2023, that first round pick, so probably Dallas's, because I think New York, if they get Kane, they should make it at least to the conference finals, if not win the cup. And I'm buying a Patrick Kane jersey if they win if Kane does go to New York. So I'm going to get a Kane New York jersey if this happens. But, so they get that first round pick, Leschyshyn and Kravtsov, and I would imagine, hopefully they get more than just that, but I think that they're probably going to get a 5th or 6th round pick in this draft as well. And then Minnesota is the team that I'm predicting. It's either Minnesota or Arizona. I think Minnesota, since they've been already active, I don't see why they wouldn't get themselves in part of a Patrick Kane trade. But I'd say they retain 50% of his 50% retained salary, and they probably get a 4th or 5th round pick. I think a 4th round pick in next year's draft from the New York Rangers. So we'll see whether or not he gets traded. I'm kind of hoping for his sake that he does, but at the same time, for the fans, I hope he stays. And I want to continue to see him play, because outside of Kane, with Taves going down with long COVID, I don't know whether or not he'll come back. And outside of Kane, I don't know who we have to watch unless they decide to call up Reichel, but they seem pretty reluctant to do that. Basically, I just made this video as a preemptive thing just in case they do move him, and I want the world to know that I called this a few hours ago, that Jake Leschyshyn and Vitaly Kravtsov would be the two that would be moved over to Chicago. So I guess let's see if I get the deal 100% correct.